Prayer does not change God, but it changes him who prays. Once you are born in this world, you're old enough to die. Don't forget to love yourself. Love is all, it gives all, and it takes all. To be a woman is something so strange, so confusing and so complicated that only a woman could put up with it. Wherever there is a crowd, there is untruth. There are two ways to be fooled. One is to believe what isn't true, the other is to refuse to believe what is true. Marriage brings one into fatal connection with custom and tradition, and traditions and customs are like the wind and weather, altogether incalculable. Most men pursue pleasure with such breathless haste that they hurry past it. People understand me so poorly that they don't even understand my complaint about them not understanding me. Love does not alter the beloved, it alters itself. God creates everything out of nothing. And everything which God is to use, he first reduces to nothing. The deepest form of despair is to choose to be another than himself. Happiness is the greatest hiding place for despair. The unhappy person is never present to themselves because they always live in the past or the future. To cheat oneself out of love is the most terrible deception. It is an eternal loss for which there is no reparation, either in time or in eternity. Confidence is the present tense of hope. Are you not aware that there comes a midnight hour when everyone must unmask? The minority is always stronger than the majority, because the minority is generally formed by those who really have an opinion. For without risk there is no faith, and the greater the risk, the greater the faith. It is better to try something and fail than to try nothing and succeed. The result may be the same, but you won't be. We always grow more through defeats than victories. It is not where we breathe, but where we love, that we live. A man prayed, and at first he thought that prayer was talking. But he became more and more quiet until in the end he realized prayer is listening. It is not the path which is the difficulty, rather, it is the difficulty which is the path. Love is the expression of the one who loves, not of the one who is loved. Those who think they can love only the people they prefer do not love at all. Love discovers truths about individuals that others cannot see. Most people are subjective toward themselves and objective toward all others, frightfully objective sometimes, but the task is precisely to be objective toward oneself and subjective toward all others. People settle for a level of despair they can tolerate and call it happiness. I found I had less and less to say, until finally, I became silent, and began to listen. I discovered in the silence the voice of God. The most painful state of being is remembering the future, particularly the one you'll never have. The most common form of despair is not being who you are. It seems essential, in relationships and all tasks, that we concentrate only on what is most significant and important. Old age realizes the dreams of youth. Look at Dean Swift. In his youth he built an asylum for the insane. In his old age he was himself an inmate. There are, as is known, insects that die in the moment of fertilization. So it is with all joy. Life's highest, most splendid moment of enjoyment is accompanied by death. Faith is the highest passion in a human being. Many in every generation may not come that far, but none comes further. I begin with the principle that all men are bores. Surely no one will prove himself so great a bore as to contradict me in this. Personality is only ripe when a man has made the truth his own. The truth is a snare. You cannot have it without being caught. You cannot have the truth in such a way that you catch it, but only in such a way that it catches you. It belongs to the imperfection of everything human that man can only attain his desire by passing through its opposite. It is so hard to believe because it is so hard to obey. During the first period of a man's life, the greatest danger is not to take the risk. At the bottom of enmity between strangers lies indifference. Once you label me, you negate me. The more a man can forget, the greater the number of metamorphoses which his life can undergo. The more he can remember, the more divine his life becomes. The function of prayer is not to influence God, but rather to change the nature of the one who prays. If a woman loves you, then, in fact, the one she loves is not you. But the one she doesn't love anymore is you. Face the facts of being what you are, for that is what changes what you are. Be that self which one truly is.